Okay, so good evening, friends. So in this session, actually, we are going to talk about exactly how we are going to approach the exam. What should we doing tomorrow? In that sense, the next, the 3 hours of examination. Got it? Okay, so that is a very important one because now finally we are prepared 5 months, 6 months of preparation. We are thorough with our, the content, everything, recap, revision, everything is done. Now exactly you got a 3 minutes time, 3 hours time. Okay, it is equivalent of like that. A cricketer prepares for 6 months, 1 year. Olympic, a runner prepares for 4 years for 10-second Olympic. It is equivalent of that. Got it? So now exactly what are we going to do during those 3 hours? But before those 3 hours, also very important aspects are there. And during those 3 hours, how are we going to approach the exam? So in a way, it is like after our thorough preparation, if we don't concentrate on those 3 hours examination, we will lose everything, whatever we prepare. Got it? So this is the final, the moment. Okay. So exactly what should we be doing? Got it? So we come to the basics of, exactly how we would be approaching the questions and all that later. First, most important thing is, got it. And now imagine, just now I spoke about, the water issue, rain, etc. Yeah, imagine everything is perfect, etc. Right? So what are the points one should keep it in mind? Okay. So that includes even before the examination itself. Okay. So first, understand some basics about what are the thing as a precaution you must do. Got it? So, right. So we will begin with that, but we'll talk about exactly how we would be approaching the exam later. But before that, understand the basics of, this kind of examination, because, what you do before the exams are also very important. Okay. Got it? I mean, it's not that 10 o'clock the exam happens, but before 10 o'clock, even, reaching the examination in time is very important one, because at the end of the day, when we are late for the examination, mentally we get distracted. Okay. We won't be able to concentrate. Yeah. When you reach in hurry burry. Got it? I tell you this one, when after passing 26 time also, again, I feel that. Got it? And imagine when you're going to write a first time or second time, definitely you will have that. Okay. So, I mean, if assuming that everything is normal, right? For other students, those who are going to write on 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, or 12th, they won't have this issue. Okay. So the first thing is reaching the examination in time. Got it? At least reach, by, at least if it's the exam is timing is 9 to 12 o'clock, at least the sitting time, whatever the 9:30 or 9:40, you should be there. Got it? Okay, you should not be in that category of student, those who come late when everyone has started the exam, like that. Okay, so the first thing is come in time. Got it? So at least 30 minutes before the examination, so don't be in hurry, right? So that is the one thing. And very important thing is don't get distracted during the examination. Okay. Right. As I told you, I mean, this is when your countdown starts from that time till you finish the examination. Okay. Literally 3 hours. You should not get distracted by anything else, what is happening, even the person who is sitting next to you. I mean, you should not even have the time to look at that person, okay, to tell you the frank, the frankness is, you should not even know the person who is sitting at the right is a girl or a boy or left side. Got it? Your eyes should be on computer or maximum the rough paper which is given to you. Got it? Right? So don't get distracted by that. At least 2.5 hours, right? You will have time. If we approach with our strategy, left definitely you will have last 20 minutes for sleeping. Got it? So this is the one thing. Please remember that, right? Now, before we come to, I think I already told you the introductory session. Okay, very first when we started, the cardinal principle of examination. Got it? I am reminding you, I put those points at the end. Now I'll remind you. Don't leave any questions, do not leave any question, because there is no negative marking. Got it? Right? Don't leave any question. I repeat again and again, because the survey shows that, 60% of the student, they don't attempt, 30 to 45% questions. Got it? Right? And I'm not talking about university exam. I'm not talking about descriptive exam. For MCQs, this kind of exam, this is the reality. Because it's not a CAT exam, it's not a SAT exam, it's not a UPSC exam that, you get negative marking. So there's no question of negative marking, okay? So you should see to that you attempt all the questions. Okay, so I repeat again, that's why the ability of attempting all the question, right? Now, when and what are the, the strategies you are going to use, the time, etc., we'll see, right? Second, read the questions very carefully. Read the options very carefully, right? And I repeated one cardinal point. I repeat again, never change your answers, okay? When you complete, I mean, you can change it, when you're doing it, okay, you're done A, and within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you change it. Don't go and change at the end of the examination. Yeah. You started at 9 o'clock, and don't go and change your answer keys at 11:55. Got it? I'll come back to that later. Got it? So now the first thing is, as you prepared everything. So first of all, most important thing is be confident and optimistic. Okay. Every time you should go with confidence and optimistic, believing that yes, you are going to get all the questions, known questions, whatever you're prepared, right? Exam is going to be very easy. You will know every question easily, very easily. You'll be able to do it. You should imagine these type of questions you will get, and very easily I can do it. Yeah, it is all about that. Visualize, okay, even before that. Got it? And this is the, scenario for everything. Okay, when you go for an interview, you should visualize, oh, these are the questions they would ask me. This is the way I'm going to answer. This is the way I would keep my hand. This is the way I would be very confidently I would speak. I mean, when you go for an interview, got it? You should visualize. Got it? Okay, without any fear, then only you'll be able to dominate such interview. Got it? So here also, go with confidence. Yeah, believe that you would get all those, and whatever the question you'd get, you'd be able to do it. Okay, so it's all about going with optimism, faith. Got it? Right? So as there's good, first thing is, I told you in the introductory session also, there's not going to be any time gap. There's not going to be two windows, different timing. No. Got it? So how the first exam would be, both the windows will open simultaneously. Very clearly. Okay. Right? At the top corner, you can click paper 1. You'll get all 60, 50 questions. Beside that, you will have a button, for paper 2. Okay. So that is 9 o'clock, I think 9 to 12, right? 9 to 12, 9 o'clock, both the papers will open. Okay. So be clear with that. Right. I know once where 3 years, 4 years ago, when they started, online exam, I never thought that I should tell this point, but I'm telling this because in spite of that, one student spent, can you believe, 1.5 hours on just on paper 1. Got it? She did not even know that second paper is open. She was assuming that, oh, after this exam time, it would open. Got it? No. Both the windows would be open simultaneously, and simultaneously you have to do both the question papers. Okay? Got it? It's not that, don't imagine that first 1 hour you are going to attempt paper 1 and then after that I'm going to open, or like that. No, simultaneously, alternatively. You have to toggle between those, the windows. Got it? Right? Now, as I told you, read the question very carefully, right? And this mistake, never commit this mistake, right? As you read the question and simply you read A and you select the answer. Yeah. At least 30% of students, they do that. They don't even read 4 options. Simply click, whatever the option, right? Okay. So never do that. Read all the options, right? Okay. Read all the options, then eliminate it. If you know a particular type of question, I'll come to that question. Okay. It will take 2 seconds for you to read all the options. Got it? If it's a different type of a question, it will take 2 minutes also. Got it? Right? So when you're sure about that, then select it. Got it? Okay. Then select it. Now, there is a review button also. Okay. Review button. I won't suggest you to go for any review button. Okay. In my style, there's no review button. Forget about review button. Got it? Okay. Because review, if you select doubtful question and if you forget that, that will take as an answer. Okay. Right. So we'll go with whatever it is. Right. So the first thing. Now, In examination, irrespective of the paper, okay, please remember, whatever the paper, yeah, whatever your paper subject is, there are 3 stages of your preparation. Got it? When I say 3 stages means, what is the meaning? Meaning is that from question number 1 to 50, 1 to 150, 1 to 50 for paper 1, 51 to 50, 150 for paper 2. Yeah, you would be visiting 3 times. Got it? You would be visiting 3 times all the questions. Okay. So there are 3 stages: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Got it? Right? So what are those stages? Right? So let's come to the first stage. Right? Before, as I would say, if this, before first stage, I think if you want, you can, you can confidently go for this. What is that? Having a complete glance at all the complete question paper. Okay. You click at the right side of the button, with screen, you will get PDF of all question, all 150 question. You can scroll down. Okay. You want to see complete question paper if you want. Got it? I mean, if I suggest for those people, those who are not scared of knowing what type of question you'd be getting in question number 75, 85, 95, 145. Got it? Okay. Those who are not scared. But those who think that, no, I don't want to know. Got it? They can skip this aspect, right? They can skip this. But this aspect is very important for descriptive exam. Okay. But here this not, because in descriptive exam, then only you will know whether part B is descriptive, 5 marks, 8 marks, 16 marks, 20 marks, without going through question paper. Got it? Right? Imagine descriptive question paper. You got 4 pages and you are, no, I'm scared. I don't want to open page 3 and 4. Now you'll be just dealing with 10 marks, 1 marks, 2 marks, half marks questions. Remaining 60% descriptive question paper. Yeah, but anangya the issue illa. Okay. So here there's not issue, because here all the questions have same marks. Got it? So there's no descriptive question that, part C. I mean, if you look at all these, NPTEL exams, you must have attended some NPTEL SWAYAM exams. There are some part B question, descriptive questions. There are, multiple choice questions. Okay. Where, single choice, double choice are there, 2 marks question, 3 marks questions are there. Okay. So that stage, that is left to everyone. Okay. Next comes first stage, right? It is simple, very simple. Remember, okay, in simple language, first stage, you are going to start with question number 1. Got it? Which paper? Start with paper 1. Got it? Right? So what is the basically first stage? First stage, you are going to complete all known questions. Okay. All 100% known questions, confirmed questions, right? Both paper 1 and 2. Got it? 100%. You don't have any doubt about that. Okay. Right. I mean, for example, who wrote Hamlet? Shakespeare, no doubt. Right. Who is the governor of RBI? No doubt. Right. What is the expansion of GST? No doubt. What is artificial intelligence? No doubt. Who is the father of economics? Adam Smith? No doubt. Each subject 100%. Yeah. Got it. And after preparing for 6 months, I assume உங்களுக்கு paper 1 and paper 2 roughly கண்டிப்பா 90 to 95 questions வரணும். Excuse கொடுத்துடலாம், even at least 80, 85. Yeah. So what you do in first question, you open window, paper 1. Yeah. What you do 100% known questions. Okay. Got it? Imagine you open the window. Very first question, imagine, okay? Someone gets a question on environment. Yes, 100% known question. You read the question, you know the answer, you read it, okay? Within the 60 seconds, you find that, okay, I know it, 100% known. Please go and select the answer, save it. Go to question number 2. You got a question on data interpretation. Okay, no, data interpretation, I'll come back later. Now imagine you got a question on computer science. Okay, you don't know the answer. Or you got another question on, same environment. You don't know the answer. You leave it. You read it, you go through the answer. Oh, I don't know. Leave it. Don't know. There are 2 types. Okay, I'll come back to that later. Right. So first stage is you're done the known question. You read it. Second one, you don't know, you leave it. You click the button 3, question number 3. You do that same way. 4. Now imagine question number 5 to 10, you got reading comprehension. So should I do reading comprehension the stage 1? Don't do, right? Don't do reading comprehension and data interpretation and other things. Okay, this is not for stage 1 questions. Okay, so only do the questions which are simple, one line, 100% known questions. Okay, which answer is very short. Okay, you got simply answer A, B, C, D. All right. Or even 100% known question can be even longer question. Example, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then below A and B, C and B and C. Okay, like that type of retaining idea questions. Okay, got it. So stage 1, you are going to do at least 35 questions. Okay, I take back this reading comprehension and data interpretation 10 questions, and some questions from other areas 5 questions. So roughly 35 questions in paper 1, and roughly 60 or 55 to 60 question in papers 2, you should be able to complete by stage 1. And the time I am giving is 1.5 hours. Got it? Okay. So example, as I told you, paper 1, you completed 35 question. You came, like that, you left out all these. Yeah. And imagine, you reached question number 36. Got it? 36, you have all known questions you have done. Right? Question number 36 to 40. Got it? And what are what are those passages you left out? Data interpretation, you have not selected, right? You have not selected reading comprehension. And then what you should do? Go to paper 2, right? Follow the same for paper 2. Got it? So by 1.5 hours, what will happen? You have gone through the complete question paper, right? Whole paper you have gone through, and by stage 1, take down your paper and note down how many questions you are able to complete. Got it? Right? Even if you take 100%, I say that no 100% doubt illada 100% sure questions are stage 1 le therinjirum ungalku, right? In the number evlo varudhu, right? Very easily, your stage preparation is over, right? So what happened here? Stage 1, you have completed all known questions. Okay, where 100% known question from both paper 1 and 2. Got it? Even if we reduce 55, got it? It could be at least 85 to 90. Imagine 85. 85 if you get, or you keep it at least 80. 80 means 160 to 165 marks confirmed. Got it? Okay, but here I put at least, 190 marks. Got it? And this is if you prepared very well. Got it? This is for everyone. Okay, 100% those who prepared very well, right? Okay, so how much? It comes to 190. Yeah, and remember that no one crossed beyond 200 till now. Okay, it's not possible. Yeah, because the standard is like that. Okay, unlike set examination. Got it? So that must be stage 1 over. Yeah. So what happened? Imagine these 60 question in paper 2, you have reached question number 150, right? In between, lot of questions you must have read. You don't know the answer, you left it. Okay. Okay. Now you don't have time to go and think, discuss, pondering your, head over other things. No, you read the question. I don't know, leave it. Got it? I don't know. Adale or doubt. How much you don't know? That's the next stage comes. Okay. Got it? So what will happen? Stage 1, all. So 1.5 hours, you completed, gone through the whole question paper, right? Okay. And when you prepare very well, here itself, you get the 100% confidence. Yes, I have done all the known questions. So like biggest thing, what you'll get is relief, right? Got it? Relief of, oh, I have done all known questions, right? If at all, if I leave, I'm not able to attempt, I am going to leave only those questions which I don't know. Got it? Okay. The biggest fear in an exam lab. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச question number 150 இருக்கு, question number 145 இருக்கு, question number 95 எனக்கு தெரியும். Will I get the time or not? In the fear தான். Got it? And stage 1, I told if you glance at the whole question paper, you will have that feeling, right? Oh, there are known questions. Yeah. But if you follow the standard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, paper 2, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to do order only. No. Yeah. It's not a running race. Yeah. Never do in order. So what you are going to do, all simple, known, 100% confirm, easiest question. Okay. And I'll tell you very frankly, in the last 4 exams for 3 years examination, at least 45 to 50 questions, irrespective of the subject, are some simple factual data questions, fact questions, right? In most of the subject, it is reading, it is match the following and chronology. Got it? Even I found in computer science also like that. Lot of match the following chronology. Got it? Simply expansion, abbreviations. Okay. Factual data questions. Okay. Right. So the stage 1 you complete, you feel elevated. Yes. Good. I have completed that. Got it? So what happened? You scroll down and almost 150 questions you come to know that. And remember what you're doing, you're simply selecting the final answer. Okay. You're not selecting review or doubt, etc., because there's no chance of that. Okay. You read the question, you know the answer, you selected known question only. If it's a doubt, you left out. Okay. So roughly this should come. Got it? Every exam, mine comes like that. Got it? I would say, got it? And in SIT exams, it would be more. Okay. So stage 1 is over. You're completed.
Sir, I
Okay.
have a doubt. Sir, I have a
Yes.
doubt in stage 1.
Yes.
In stage 1, will we be going through all the questions, or how, sir? Actually, a bit confused.
All questions, except reading comprehension, data interpretation. Data interpretation, reading comprehension, you're not even going to read. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Reading comprehension, we have both here in main paper 2 also, paper 1 also. You're not even going to read it. Okay. I mean, you're simply skipping. Okay. You will know the question paper, question number 41 to 45, reading comprehension. Just leave those questions right side. Questions directly go and question which are single questions. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So, right now, second stage, what you are going to do. Stage second, so now as you asked, second stage is the time for your data interpretation questions. Yeah, reading comprehension question from both the passage. Okay, both the paper 1, paper 2, and remember all the questions which you left out, which needed your intelligence guesswork question. Okay, intelligence guesswork questions are, for which you read the answers. Direct answers are not there. Indirectly, they've given the answers. You know the answers. What you need is a time for eliminating those options, analyzing, deconstructing, breaking the question, and finding out a simple answer. Yeah, it needs time. Okay, so stage 2 needs time. Stage 2 needs time, and you can't, have hurry, burry, and tension la பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க முடியாது. Got it? Oh, I have left out those questions. தெரிஞ்ச question இருக்கு, மிஸ் ஆயிருமே, டைம் பத்துமா, கவுண்ட் டவுன் பாக்குறதுக்கு எந்த டென்ஷனும் இல்லாம 100% டென்ஷன் இல்லாம you can do it. Okay, so இதுல என்னன்னா வரும் 15 marks
Sir,
question.
one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this is the first time I'm going to appear through online.
Yes.
Yeah, for each question we have to submit, or at last we have to submit paper 1 separately and paper 2
Each
separately.
question each question you have to submit, not submit, you have to save. Okay.
Yeah, I have to save it. Okay.
1 minute. You have not attended our online test?
I have attempted online test.
Same
Yeah,
things.
it will save and continue. The
No,
same
no, no,
thing.
same.
Okay.
It is 99% same like that. You attempt the question, you save it. Final submission right line கடைசில வரும். Okay.
Okay.
And you
Okay,
don't
sir.
have to worry. அது வந்து உங்களுக்கு 2.5 hours முத ஓப்பனே ஆகாது. Got it?
Okay, sir. Then
Okay.
okay.
So the
Thank you.
second stage, the first thing what you're going to do, you're going to do reading comprehension. Okay, all reading comprehension paper 1 la 5 questions, paper 2 la 5 to 8 questions irukkalam, big depends on subject, and data interpretation. Okay, or any other type of questions. Yeah, you need analysis. Okay, for literature student, you need social political background, to guess the answers, indirect questions. Okay, which you need, the general guesswork, all these, and this you are going to spend next at least, what we call next 1 hour. Got it? Enough time is there. Got it? And here you will start with, again you'll go, imagine you left out question number 2, you go and click the button 2. Got it? If you look at the right side scroll, you will see all completed questions red mark complete பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, red or green will come. Okay, incomplete question will be green or blue something. Okay, I don't know what is exactly. They might have changed it. Okay, got it? Yeah. So go and click directly question number 2. I left out question number 2 and find out if this is the question, right? So these are the what type of questions which needs your indirect, answers. Okay, analysis, which needs your, interpretation. It needs time. Data interpretation needs time. You have to do the data interpretation. Even it could be number series, right? You have to put it. Okay. But before that, I told you, what are the 2 things you should did? I think in the classroom when I discussed paper 1, I told you what are the things. As you get, half an hour, first half an hour, enna pannuvan theriyuma? First half an hour, get the empty paper, 1 to 100 numbers or empty page la எழுதி வச்சுக்குங்க. ABCD, 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 Z வரைக்கும். Got it? In capital letters எழுதி வச்சுக்குங்க. Right? Both capital letter and small letter. ABCD, opposite la, Z, opposite, invert la. Adai empty page la எழுதி வச்சுக்குங்க. Got it? எதுக்கு? When you get such questions, அந்த டைம்ல உட்காந்துக்கிட்டு இதெல்லாம் எழுதி டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. Got it? அட்வான்ஸ்ல எழுதி வச்சுக்குங்க. So that very easily, உங்களுக்கு பேப்பர் 1ல படிச்சிருப்பீங்க, such questions easily பண்ணலாம். Okay, இதெல்லாம் முதல்ல பண்ணி வச்சுக்குங்க. Got it? Okay, பண்ணி வச்சுக்குங்க. முடிஞ்சா ஈவன் நார்த் சவுத் டைரக்ஷன் அது பத்தியும். Got it? இதெல்லாம் முதல்ல நீங்க பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறது நல்லது. those who have difficulty இதெல்லாம் டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. Got it? So the question is, all such things, such questions you should do here. Got it? Because it takes time. Got it? You can take enough time, even 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, right? Reading comprehension, you can spend 12 to 15 minutes also. Don't worry, 10 marks questions are there. Okay? Data interpretations, yeah, 10 marks. Yeah, at least 10 to 12 minutes spend. Got it? Because it will take time. You have to analyze, you have to do that. Reading comprehension, you have to read the passage, read the options. These are so very shorter passages, okay? Right? So very easily you can do that. Got it? So all this should be done during the time. Now the question is, now when you find here questions which you are not able to get the answers, okay? No idea. It's completely no idea. There will be some questions completely out of syllabus questions also. If you find such questions, just leave it. Got it? Because you're going to spend time. Okay, when you do the analysis, when you do that, you are able to arrive at the answer. Imagine, you are doing data interpretation, you are doing analyzing data interpretation, logical reasoning, you're spending enough time, but you're not getting the answer, then leave it. Okay, you get a question which is completely, now when I told you stage 1 unknown, not known questions. Okay, I don't know. Now here comes the analysis of I don't know in what sense. Okay, I don't know exactly, or it is completely out of syllabus questions, or completely, very difficult questions. There's no idea, zero idea. Such questions also you should leave it in stage 2. Got it? Here you can, when you are able to arrive at the answers indirectly, okay, using political background, social background, guesswork, etc., etc., all these. Okay, every subject has a clues இருக்கும். சரியா? If you take your Indian economy எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு, right? இன்னைக்குள்ள political scenario இதெல்லாம் வச்சு guess பண்ணலாம். Indian economy next 5 yearsல எப்படி இருக்கும். Okay, commerce student very easily you can guess it. Got it? Okay, whether Indian economy is going to be, forward or backward or right? Appa indha mari all such background information நம்ம analyze பண்ணனும். Got it? Okay, and think of technology என்னென்ன நடக்குது, right? லிட்ரேச்சர்ல அதே மாதிரி சோஷியல் பொலிட்டிக்கல் பேக்ரவுண்ட் எப்படி இருக்கு, இதை வச்சு கெஸ் பண்ணி இந்த ஏஜ்ல எப்படி இருந்தாங்க ரைட்டர்ஸ். ஓகே, திஸ் வாஸ் த பொலிட்டிக்கல் டைம், இந்த டைம்ல எப்படி ஒர்க்ஸ் வந்துச்சு, வாட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஐடியாஸ் வேர் ப்ரிவலன்ட் டூரிங் த டைம். Okay, every subject we can do that. Got it? Okay, so these are called basically intelligence guesswork questions. Okay, that is the questions you don't know exactly, but with analysis, with interpretation, with deconstruction, with breaking the question, we can find out. But you got 2 options. What? You read the question, you feel I don't know, leave it. Okay, or I don't know, I will simply select inky ponky A B C D ஏதோ select பண்ணிட்டு கண்ணு மூடிட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கலாம். Got it? So never do that. Why? Because if you do that, if it's a wrong answer is wrong, you'll get 0. But if you do this method also, if your answer is wrong, you are going to get 0, right? But without doing this, why should you do that? right? Okay, so this stage is where you have enough time. Okay, why I put all this? Because, data interpretation, reasoning and all that, it takes time. Okay, in that question, you will get long questions. Okay, as I told you, the retaining idea question would be there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then answer A, B, A and B, B and C, A, B and C, like that. All these needs time. Okay, got it? And it needs time. Stage 1ல நீங்க தெரிஞ்ச கொஸ்டின் ஈஸி கொஸ்டின்ல பண்ணாம இதுல டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஓகே, பிகாஸ் இது டென்ஷன் தான் கொடுக்கும், பிபி தான் கொடுக்கும். எக்ஸாம் வந்து பிபில எழுதவே கூடாது. டென்ஷனே இல்லாம ஃப்ரீயா கேஷுவலா ஜாலியா என்ஜாய் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு எழுதணும். வாட் அப்ப ஸ்டேஜ் 2 வரையில உங்களுக்கு அந்த டென்ஷனே போயிடும். என்ன டென்ஷன்? த பிக்கஸ்ட் டென்ஷன் ஐ டோல்ட் யூ. கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 150 எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது, ஆனா நான் இன்னும் பண்ணல. I mean, even if you check the question paper at the beginning, even if you're not checked, இன்னும் 50 questions எப்படி இருக்கும், நான் படிச்சது வந்திருக்குமா வராதா? I mean, if you're not prepared, got it? If you're not read the question, okay, right? And imagine, if you don't do, if you follow the first step, what will happen? You won't get time. Later you will realize, these were the very easy questions. Yeah, I needed, these questions I could have done easily. This data interpretation was easily. Yeah, I could have done, but another time pattala. All these issues will come. You go and see in the examination. Okay, I'll tell you, I wrote 26 times. Tomorrow, if I write, I will be writing 27 times. Every time I felt that. Okay, I slept and came. Last half an hour, தூங்கிட்டு தான் வந்திருக்கேன். In fact, some example Sunday போட்டிருக்கேன், எதுக்கு விடுறேங்கல்ல. I think after a lot of complaint, I think after 2.5 hours இப்ப அனுப்பிடுறாங்க. 2019 they were not sending even, when everyone was, completing, then only they used to send. Okay, you can sleep and come actually, right? Because it's not a descriptive one, right? So strategy is very important. Got it? So this is the second stage. Irrespective of the paper, please do. I think every subject you will have such questions, okay, which you need. If it's a mathematical one, mathematics, computer science, etc., you need lot of, formula, etc. Remember, all you're doing formulas, all your arithmetic, all your, equation, all such should be kept here. Okay, second stage, right? So that is the stage 2. And finally, when you come to the last stage, so what would happen? How many questions? I guess at least 30 to 35 questions you can expect in this area, this unit. Okay, got it? So at least 125 to 130, 35 questions, you'll be finishing it, right? And then finally, out of 150 questions, you can expect them 10 to 15 questions or even 20 questions completely out of syllabus, zero idea. Okay, example, even in, ITC, computer science question paper of paper 1, environment paper in paper 1, okay, you will have, or even some sums from, data interpretation, logical reasoning, etc., or even, in higher education, some topic, but I don't think you will have that, but still, got it? Such thing would be there. Okay, so what would happen? At least now the stage 2 is over. Now, what are the questions you left out? By the time of your 2 hours, 10 minutes, more than 2.5 hours over, these number of questions you should have completed. Okay, right? This is I'm telling for those who prepared very well. Okay, now if you those who are not prepared very well, what will happen? Exactly the opposite நடந்துரும். என்ன நடக்கும்? Let's see that. Stage 3 is, stage 2 ல என்ன நடந்துச்சு? You left out the question which is, completely unknown questions. Okay, out of syllabus questions. Okay, come on, accept it. Okay, printing mistake question, come on. English exam 2022 la, shift 1 12 questions printing mistakes, right? Shift 2 la 3 question printing mistake. In spite of the petition, they've given marks to everyone. So what happened in 2022? You remember last June, all those who wrote in shift 2 got 24 marks extra, and those who wrote in shift 2, they got 6 marks extra. And it's not surprising on the exam 90% exam அப்ப பாஸ் பண்ணவங்க எல்லாருமே shift 1ல உள்ளவங்க தான். சரியா? lot of petition எல்லாம் பண்ணியும் they did nothing, and I think lot of complaint போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் this time they removed this shifting. Okay, now you are going to get your results for commerce, English, and commerce and English basically, right? And some subject, everyone is going to get marks in percentage because there is no shifting. Okay, how the percentile system, the mistake was. Okay. So you can expect printing questions also. Don't get surprised. So yeah, difficult printing. I don't know. Professor tappu pandrangala illa question paper type panna typist tappu pandrangala. Okay. Printing mistakes irukum. So you can expect 2 marks, 3 marks, 8 marks, etc. அப்ப அந்த மாதிரி questions உங்களுக்கு புரியாது என்ன correct answers, right? But please don't leave the question. ரெண்டு ஆன்சரும் கரெக்டா இருக்கு, ரெண்டுமே தப்பா இருக்கு, எதுவுமே கரெக்ட் இல்லைன்னு அட்டெம்ப்ட் பண்ணாம மட்டும் வராதீங்க. சரியா? ரைட்? தப்பா இருந்தா கூட ஏதாச்சும் அட்டெம்ப்ட் கண்டிப்பா பண்ணுங்க. பிகாஸ் they will give all those who attempted. Please remember. யார் யார் அட்டெம்ப்ட் பண்ணாங்க அவங்களுக்கு தான் ஆன்சர் கொடுப்பாங்க. ஓகே? ரைட்? ஸோ நெவர் லீவ் இட். ஓகே? அண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். ரைட்? இங்கிலீஷ்ல இருந்திருக்கு, காமர்ஸ்ல இருந்திருக்கு. ரைட்? இங்கிலீஷ்ல எவ்ரி டைம் இருக்குது. காட் இட்? அதுக்குன்னு எல்லாமே தப்பு. Very basic question வரும். I remember once, Dr. Foster's கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Dr. Foster's was published in all the date from 1655 to 1700. Can you believe? This was the date, all. So do you think, oh, எல்லாமே wrong பா, யாரும் பண்ண remember one thing, யாரும் இங்க மனசை பண்றது இல்ல. சரியா? கம்ப்யூட்டர் தான் பண்ணும். ஸோ சிஸ்டம்ல என்ன போட்டுருவாங்க, ஓ கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 4 வாஸ் மிஸ்டேக், பிரிண்டிங் மிஸ்டேக், டைப்பிங் மிஸ்டேக், ப்ளீஸ் கிவ் த ஆன்சர், ஆட் ஆன்சர்ஸ் டு எவ்ரி ஒன், சாஃப்ட்வேர் வில் டூ. So please don't leave that. Okay. So such questions were, don't get surprised. Completely unknown question. Okay. Why I tell that? Can you believe in English paper, we got question on Facebook, YouTube, etc. questions. Not now when it is very popular. 2018. Right. We got one question on political leaders of America on English literature paper. Sambandham illama. Right. Got it? So you can expect some 10 questions, okay? At least some 4 to 5 questions in paper 1 and 10 questions in paper 2. Got it? Completely out of syllabus, no idea. Deliberately they'll give you, okay? Right? They have to make an Excel sheet here, right? Deliberately kudupanga. It's not deliberately, like kandipa kudupanga, because they want some student to fail. Excel sheet la result varanla. Everyone gets 300 now, what will happen? Right? So what you should do, stage 3. Now stage 1, 2 is over. You got the last 30 minutes of your examination. Got it? What you're going to do is simply inky ponky A, B, C, didn't click pantu varadinga. Never do that. Okay? Or no, I am going to simply select all A, all B, all C. No. Got it? Don't do that. Basically think, when you get these questions, now imagine this question, it could be question number 5, question number 10, question number 23, question number 50, 51, like that. On the right side, if you look at scroll, you will find, I have, you'll get complete data. Okay. System will show that, 140 question, 10 questions last stage. Got it? Because these questions, these questions are completely no idea. Your maths, equation, everything fails. Okay. Even data interpretation. Okay, data interpretation interpret பண்ணி கூட உங்களுக்கு வரல. I mean, of course, those who studied very well, commerce நல்லா தெரிஞ்சவங்க, interpretation தெரிஞ்சவங்களுக்கு வந்துரும். Okay, ஒண்ணுமே வராத ஸ்டேஜ்ல such questions, right? What you should do, you go with your intuition. Okay, intuition is when you read a question, உங்க மனசு சொல்லுதுல இதுதான் first, இதுதான் ஆன்சர் இருக்கணும். First time எது சொல்லுதுல, I say in Tamil also, அதை செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Got it? You read the question or read it. Oh, இதுதான் இருக்கும். Your intuition says that, no, please go and select that. Right? And this should not be more than 10 questions. Or maximum 10 to 15 questions. Okay? Got it? And remember that intuition la koda உங்களுக்கு 50% மேல correct வரும். Correct வந்திருக்கு. Right? And I did that every time. யாருக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியாது. Right? There are so many questions I don't know. Okay? Which I simply go with intuition. My heart says, oh, answer B, C, go with that. Okay. Don't simply go with inky ponky. Okay. Right. I mean, even if you go with select with that, go with the intuition. And what is intuition? Intuition is your first choice. Got it? And go for that. When you read a question, your heart says, oh, yeah, I find this, some with this author, this topic, this concept is related to that. Okay. So this is the last, last half an hour you'd be doing. Got it? And if you do, ideally, I would say last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, ideally, or half an hour, you'll get free time. Okay. Finish this. Narrow down your complete choice, selected, gone through, look at the right side. If you left out stage 2 or 3, any question, right? MTR can other correct all 150 channel. Okay, please select, see that. Right? Okay. that, oh, some questions are missing, right? Right? And you're done. And then if the button is open for submitting, please submit. If not, just leave it. Okay? Leave it and take rest. Got it? அப்ப என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க ஒரு குரூப், ஈவன் ரீசென்ட்லி some 3 years ago I went and wrote one SWAYAM exam எப்படி இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு. ரைட்? என்ன பண்றாங்க ஒரு குரூப், கை சும்மா இருக்காது, பாக்குறாங்க பக்கத்துல எழுதிட்டு இருக்கானே, அவன் எழுதிட்டு இருக்கானே, அந்த பொண்ணு எழுதுது, இவன் எழுதுன்னு மவுஸை சும்மா வைக்காம போய் திருப்பி ஏ ஓபன் பண்றது, திருப்பி போய் மாத்துறது, ஏ மாத்துறது, then select answering, changing the answer and simply playing. Okay, so what happened, your exam has become like a jigsaw or chess game mari aipochu, ludo mari aichu. You're changing your answers like that, so you yourself are not sure about your answers. Okay, never commit that mistake, right? I mean, this is, I would say this for even the person who has not studied anything. Even, he simply went with intuition for all 150 question. அவனே பண்ணக்கூடாது, அவனே இதை பண்ணக்கூடாது. நம்ம you are followed stage 1, 2, 3, known question, unknown question, guesswork and unknown questions, and then you come for this stage. Such students should never do that. I would say even for the person who does, imagine, intuition le பண்றான் எல்லாமே, மனசு தொட்டத. அப்ப என்ன ஆச்சு, 10 o'clock மனசு ஒண்ணு சொல்லுச்சு, 11 o'clock ஒண்ணு சொல்லுது, last 10 minutesல இன்னொன்னு மனசு சொல்லுதா? அப்ப அவன் மனசே கரெக்டா சொல்லலன்னு அர்த்தம், ரைட்? அப்ப இது எப்பவுமே பண்ணக்கூடாது, ரைட்? That is the biggest mistake student do that, right? Got it? Okay, and I'll tell you actually, if you go with that, your intuition, anytime you can pass. And remember that, I passed that exam, I did not go through anything. Okay, I simply registered. I think can you believe they ask us to, even some exams are there, okay, internal exams. I did all the internal exam of that paper, right? That paper and all the paper without going through anything. Into that paper also, I simply used to open for five minutes, and simply I used to go with intuition. And it was a paper on psychology. It was not a literature paper, okay, right? And I think, out of that, I think it was some 8-week test exam. Okay, so I got almost, 85 to 90% in, 3 or 4 exam, and they took the best one in that. And in the and external exam also, it was almost, I got some, elite some certificate. Okay, so the question is, intuition la pona kandipa mostly correct ah irukum. Got it? Never go and change that. Okay, so I repeat that again, right? Last half an hour, go and sleep. Don't look at what the person is doing here, there, etc., right? And this is the biggest mistake student commit. Okay, so the stage 1, 2, 3 you'll be doing. As you complete, go through this, this one, you will feel very confident. Stage 1 kapra biggest, happiness vandrum, right? Because ungalke therinjum, oh yes, evlapa, oh 165 put, okay, 65 plus, okay, 75 question vanduchu, 75 na 150 ku mela na 100% confirm mark 150. Guesswork la definitely 50% ungalku correct ah irundha kuda vandrum. Inge or 50% vachukunga roughly, right? Got it? Definitely, as you go through the exam, your happiness will increase. And your happiness increase ஆகலைன்னாவும் நம்மளால கொஸ்டினை நல்லா பண்ண முடியும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஜ் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறமே செகண்ட் ஸ்டேஜ்ல நம்மளால நல்லா எப்ப பண்ண முடியும்? Because we are very happy. I will be very happy. Okay, only if you are happy, then only you'll be able to do the data interpretation second stage questions very easily, right? Okay, our physical happiness, mental happiness is very important. Okay, how we approach the question. Okay, right? If you are stressed, definitely it may not be possible. Why I said that you to come to the examination in correct time? Because you should not be stressed out. Okay, got it? Remember that our physical climate, how our mind is, etc., it plays a very important role, right? So when mentally you are free, okay, this tension of leaving out the question, when you don't have that, what will happen? Very easily you'll be able to attempt the question very easily and very comfortably. Okay, when you're free from stress, then what would happen? Ungalaala correct answer edukka mudiyum. Got it? Come on, understand it. Okay, it's a basic fact, scientific factor. Okay, okay, tell me one thing, I told you in class also, what is the reason why people have air conditioning, right? Air conditioning, produces, increases one's, productivity. Frida, ஏர் கண்டிஷன் ரூம்ல இருக்கிறதுக்கும் ஒரு வெயில்ல வேர்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கையில உங்களோட தாட் ப்ராசஸ் டெஃபினெட்லி இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு அஃபெக்ட். உங்களால நம்மளோட பேசுறது, how we speak, how even the points which we remember, we'll forget if our physical atmosphere is not comfortable. Okay, you can test yourself, right? Go and sit in a hot climate and even the well-known 100% known topic kuda neenga marandirveenga. Okay, so physical atmosphere, mental atmosphere is very important, right? So in this process what will happen, you'll be able to do that. Okay, so these are the 3 stages one must attempt, both paper 1 and 2, irrespective of the subject. Okay, I would say the same thing for if it's a paper 1 paper based exam. Okay, paper based exam also the same thing. Okay, so the whole 60 pages of your question paper, நீங்க beginningல இருந்து end வரைக்கும் திருப்பி வரணும் எந்தெந்த question paper questionல எப்படி பண்ணுவோம், நமக்கு தெரியும். ஓகே, question number 4 மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். question paperல நம்ம டிக் பண்ணிருக்க மாட்டோம், OMRல டிக் பண்ணுவோம். but again the strategy is same. Got it? So that is the stage, that is the way you should be able to do. Then you will happen very easily. Okay, it will happen, right? So from beginning to end 3 times you will be going through. Okay, got it? And you'd be leaving out those questions depending on your understanding, your preparation. And the questions are which are difficult, which are easy, right? Which you don't know also in 2 level, different level. Got it? Okay, don't know is exactly 2 things are there, right? Don't know is that you don't know exactly, but you heard about the term. Example, we have not been to America, right? America போல, ஆனா அமெரிக்கா பத்தி தெரியும்ல, அப்ப இன்டைரக்ட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இருக்குல்ல. அப்ப இந்த மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்னா நீங்க படிச்சிருக்க மாட்டீங்க அந்த புக்கை, அந்த கான்செப்ட் படிச்சிருக்க மாட்டீங்க, பட் யூ மஸ்ட் ஹவ் ஹர்ட் some way here or there, etc., right? Okay, you might not have gone through in detail, but you must have heard about such topic, such concepts, such ideas. Got it? Okay, if you take for example artificial intelligence, data, data, machine learning, இது பத்தி எல்லாம் இன்னைக்கு நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. பேச கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்க்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா தெரியும், பட் நம்மளுக்கு ஒதும் என்னமே தெரியாது. But we can guess it, no, உலகம் எங்கே போயிட்டு இருக்கு, now future எங்கே இருக்கு, right? What is this all, what's happening, how they are going to, and it's because we have experience, we see that, right? Example, நம்ம மொபைல் போன்ல பாக்குறோம் ஆட்டோமேஷன் எப்படி வந்துருச்சு. Got it? Right? And look at all these exams are conducted, and I think in future everything is going to happen like that. Okay, so that's why this is very important. Okay, got it? So in this stage 1, 2 and 3 you should approach the exam. Got it? And finally, don't leave any questions, whatever the level of difficulty, you must attempt all the question, right? So if you do that, very easily you'll be able to do it. Don't change any keys. Okay, repeat again at the last moment. Okay, right? Last moment, never change, because there's no negative marking and you should not leave any questions. Okay, so be confident and optimistic and believe that yes, I can pass, I am going to pass it, right? This is the confidence you should have, right? We started with the confidence at the session 1, and that is the confidence you should have. Okay, very easily you can do that. Got it? Okay, yes. And confidence ka anikku idane enna perusa irukku, right? Got it? Yeah. And remember the same thing. Okay, with same thing I approach even every exam. I passed even GATE exam, CUET exam. Got it? Just to approach with that. And some other like TRB exams I wrote for my students, right? I got it. I got to 39th rank. I could have gone, right? No. So this is only with confidence. Yes, I can do it. Yeah, this is the question. Oh, why not? Got it? So with that, please approach. So that's why if you think you can, you can. Got it? So with that, you can do. So all the best. Got it? And yeah. And I don't know how many of you are going to do that. நாளைக்கு எக்ஸாம் சென்டர்ல போயிட்டு அங்க கிரேட்ல உட்கார்ந்து படிக்கிறது, half an hour முன்னாடி படிக்கிறது, அதெல்லாம் எதுவுமே பண்ணாதீங்க. ஓகே, right? I would not suggest even for semester exams. Find student last 1 hourல 10 o'clock examனா last 1 hour உட்கார்ந்து படிச்சிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. படிக்கவே கூடாது. last 1 hour புக்கே தொடக்கூடாது. Got it? In fact, நாளைக்கு மார்னிங்லாம் புக் தொடறதுக்கு வேலையே இல்லை. Got it? Okay then. So with this we conclude. So all the best. Got it? You got any doubts, any clarification?
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
Now This is actually at the start of the exam. Now, when we are starting, when the first question arises, when we are going through, when we are going through known questions or unknown questions, how will we test the order? Should we go it very fast, or should we go how sir? Initially, I'm telling sir.
First one. First
Yes, sir.
one. First one. I mean, first one is known question. Known question will ரொம்ப time எடுக்காது, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
Some question you can do in 5 seconds. Yeah.
Yes,
Whatever, some 5 seconds. You read the question, okay, இதான் answer, 100% இருக்கு. Oh, you read the answer A, B, C, D. தெரிஞ்சிச்சு, answer is A. Select and move on. கொஞ்சம் டவுட் வந்தாலும் அது செகண்ட்ல வந்துரும். ஓகே, கொஞ்சம் டவுட் கூட இருக்காம 100% டவுட். ஓகே, எக்ஸ்பான்ஷன் இப்ப ஜிஎஸ்டியோட எக்ஸ்பான்ஷன் என்ன?
Goods and services tax.
ஆமா, அதுல எதுவும் டவுட் இருக்கா?
No sir.
100% டவுட் இல்ல, ரைட்? ஓகே, I'll tell you one thing. ஜிஎஸ்டி எந்த கண்ட்ரில ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்துச்சு? இது காமர்ஸ் क्वेश्चन.
Canada.
I don't know. நீ இப்ப கனடாவா பிரான்ஸா கொஞ்சம் கண்டுபிடிங்க. சோ உனக்கு 100% தெரியும், செலக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்க வேண்டியதான். சரியா?
Okay sir.
Even longer question கூட, longer question 100% you read it, okay தெரியும். But ஒரு point doubt இருந்தா கூட you leave it for stage 2. Okay?
Yes sir.
Stage 1, I mean, you should, the core of the process is for for the analysis questions you should get enough time. Relax analysis question பண்ணனு. தெரிஞ்ச question miss பண்ணிருவோம். And the feeling of doubt, missing out, no, you should not have. So that's why the stage 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 3 stages you should approach. Okay? Okay then. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.